What's going on, everybody? Another informational video. Guess I'm an information YouTuber now, which is interesting. Zoo update. Today was 1.17 in sales, and you can see there's a big increase in sales and conversion rate and orders today. And we didn't scale. We actually had the exact same budget. So I wanted to go over some things that were changed. Um, a lot of things that I tested in the previous video were wrong. And so that's what I love about testing is that like you're either right or you're wrong, and you get data to see if you're right or wrong. So I was wrong, and I'm very happy to know that I was wrong, because once you start stacking these tests on top of each other over a long enough period of time, bro, then you really start like getting getting it figured out. So yeah, 1.1K. This was 1.9 ish rows, 1.85 something rows. So not too terrible. Of course, we're always aiming for that 2.5, but a lot better than the day before that, which we actually ended up losing money on. So, yeah, this is the day before, and there's a big, difference in sales here, roughly $200-300, and at this scale, that's really important actually. And you can see there's a big drop off in conversion rate. So let's go over here and talk about some things that were changed over the course of the day. First thing I want to talk about is email flows are set up from my boys Zach and George. If you guys want to get in contact with my guys, feel free to join my Discord. It'll be the top link in the description. You can contact with them. Just open up a ticket, and you can hop on a Zoom call with them. So basically, as you guys know, we don't have any like professional studio photographs yet, and I was like, guys, let's just do cartoon stuff, and like because my demographic really doesn't like AI, and so they'd much rather see cartoon art than see product images that are AI. And so I was like, and we don't have that much social proof either. We have Otan and his girlfriend, my business partner's girlfriends. We have pictures of them and the plushies and everything, like you can see here, whatever. But like, we don't have like professional studio photographs yet, that we can really use in ads or anything. Like when you have professional product photos, you have product photos, you have social proof on the website, and you have ads along with emails. And so I was like, let's just do cartoons, and bang. So they cooked, changing the sales copy here, so don't worry about that. But honestly, I didn't even look at these other than I think they look sweet, and like yeah, they understand flows more than I do. So shout out them. The pop-up is still being made, but yeah, emails are on. I mean, the emails are up, they're not turned on yet, so that is not a growth driver from today. The first thing I did today was actually reach out to micro influencers. So I had a call with a very big plushie owner in the space, and he just consulted us for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And what was funny is we actually didn't hop on that call knowing he was the owner of that plushie brand. Like, we reached out to him for a service, and he actually ended up being, technically our competitor or whatever. Not really our competitor. He's targeting a different customer profile than we are, but very friendly competitor, like not really a competitor, just another guy in the space who sells plushies. And we wanted one of his services that weren't even about plushies, and we ended up just calling mainly about the plushie brand. And so he said that his main growth driver at the beginning was getting product images, having a good product. So he reached out to all these micro influencers. So I reached out to a bunch of them today, sent them all DMs. And what I really like about this demographic is they don't really care about money. And so I wrote down here a little bit more about my ideal customer profile, but we're going to head into in a second. But basically, they don't really care about money. They love the vibes, the cutesy, the kawaii kind of concept. And so yeah, I reached out to them. I don't think I'll even have to pay them. I think it'll just be like they get the product for free, and they get to do a giveaway, and they get an affiliate code, and we're gonna get some organic growth. Hopefully, get 10,000 something followers. That'd be awesome. And then another needle mover before we go into the other stuff is that I changed the storyline to be way more congruent with what our ideal customer wants to see, right? And so you guys can go ahead and take a look at this. You can pause the video. I'll let you guys pause the video if you'd like. But basically, it's more about animal rights activists more than big companies. This story before just didn't make any sense. Like, I never really even read it. just had my business partner make it, and then I kind of looked at it. I was like, oh, this doesn't really make sense. It needs to be congruent with what they want to read, right? And so it's way more congruent, and it's awesome. I think not even split testing it in all honesty, just letting it run because this is objectively better. Let me know what you guys think. Um, and yeah, moving into the ideal customer profile. And I want to take a quick second to hop on here and say that I need to change as a human. Um, and I apologize for, I guess, the way I speak sometimes. I, in all honesty, have a little bit of an ego, and I'm trying to fight that. I think the first way to get rid of that is to acknowledge it, and I've been trying to fight this for a while, and I do think I get better every day. But there's always a part of me that kind of wants to prove myself, and yeah, I just wanted to be honest about that and say that I'm sorry for disappointing anybody. But basically, in yesterday's video, I was explaining this customer profile in a little bit of a condescending way, and I apologize for that. And I appreciate you guys holding me accountable for that. And with my ideal customer profile, I shouldn't be kind of looking at them as if they're below me. Like these are my customers. These are the people that I have to like love and care about and understand their problems and make them feel resonated with. And so I took a little bit of time and marketed, researched a little bit more. And I guess the main driver is that these people, my demographic, they're against animal abuse and they like plushies, and it's very cute, very kawaii. They're also very against AI. They love art, authenticity, gifts. They tend to be liberal and LGBTQ, and they like authentic stuff, right? Like they like art. They love small companies, and they like the ethical creation of the products and the freedom to choose what they want to buy, right? Um, so yeah, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. Didn't really get to talk to you guys about why we have better stats today. I'll get to that eventually. If you made it this far, you're actually going to end up hearing about it. Like you won't just randomly leave. Next thing is I added a heat map through Clarity Microsoft. And it's more of a scroll map is the way that I intended. So I researched a few that seemed to be the best one. If you guys know how to, I don't know if Clarity actually has that pop up. Like it's like a cookies pop up. I noticed that in the US it doesn't happen, but in other countries the pop up happens. So I don't know if that's just a Clarity thing. I don't know if that's been on the website. But because I was able to see the recordings, I saw that the cookies pop up was happening, and obviously I don't want that on there. So if you guys know if that is a Clarity thing, or if there's a way to turn that off in European or Australian, UK countries, let me know. Next thing is I ordered some studio lights and a backdrop to my house because this is going to be the quickest time to actually get the product images. So I'll be home in 4 days, 5 days, and it will be quickest to get this set up. Along with we're trying to get other professional studio, like actual professional photos done, but this is the quickest way to do it. Is do in-house it for the start. Um, and then also I was kind of like brain rotting earlier, and I wanted to see if I could like add some cool, cute stuff to the background of the homepage and like make it more like a zoo vibe. It's kind of hard. I'm using Shogun for this. It really is difficult, so I ended up just throwing this on here, forgetting about it. I A/B tested. It's not gonna do anything. It's just like okay, it's on there. I spent an hour doing it. Might as well A/B test it, and I barely got any way done with it. But I did maximize the resolution of the images to make it look better. So now, let's hop into here real quick. Um, what happened today versus yesterday? Why are people buying at a much higher order frequency today versus yesterday? Oh shoot, here. And that's because in the test that I previously did, we were kind of AOV maxing, and this isn't an AOV maxing store. This is an impulse emotion driven store. So, basically took out all the AOV maxing stuff, made shipping free, didn't push paid shipping. I mean, made shipping paid, but didn't like push it, like let people know ahead of time. Made the shipping threshold cheaper, and yeah, that seemed to work very well. Also made the prices, we decreased the prices in UK and Australia back to what they originally were, and didn't do the upcart pre-selected add-on. So this is a game of I want to buy a plushie, Ben. I want to buy a plushie, not how can I AOV max, okay? And it seems that a 33% conversion rate in 3,000 sessions, that isn't that like this is a lot, not a lot of data, but 3,000 sessions is a lot of data. Not a lot, but it's not nothing, you know. So there's obviously a difference there, which is exciting. And yeah, so we're in the volume impulse game. The next thing is that we need a growth driver, a unique selling proposition of the brand itself. You can't just be, a send a friend copy or a follow your legend copy. So what we're really trying to push here is the personalities, which would be really hard in production because that's a lot of upfront cost and lead time. Like that's a month to get like more custom plushies with emotion. So we're kind of just testing the AI image concept of, can we make it emotion in the plushies? And if that has concept, then we're going to keep it and just produce at large. But yeah, I think the main thing is like, imagine like a build a bear with, like your personality. And so that'd be cool. And it's going to be hard to, you know, produce, honestly. That's a lot harder than what we currently have. But yeah, so yeah, that is that. Also, I had something else I wanted to talk about, so give me a second to wrap my head around what I wanted to talk about. I don't know what it was. So yeah, I guess that is probably going to be the end of the video. Oh, Australia CPA is really cheap. It is super cheap. Oh, also, there are a lot of things that need to be done with the zoo. Like, I understand there are a lot of things that need to be done, and the main things that need to be done require us getting like the stock ready to send out to get like videos and product images, because with product images we have good product images on the store that's going to increase conversion rate by at least 10%, worst case scenario, okay, because it's not AI, okay, worst case scenario 10%. With product images we have we have images that go in our ads. With product images we have then video ads that we can create because we have studio footage, and we can use like little gifs in the ads. Plus I can like start like I'm about to go back to the US, so I'm going to bring some of them with me. I'm going to be able to make video ads, and so that's going to be another thing, and really selling the emotion more than just images, because I think video ads is going to be a main driver. You look at Send a Friend, Follow Your Legend, like they have a lot of video ads, or Send a Friend at least. And so I think video ads demands emotion, right? And a lot of that requires getting back to the US, and all of this other nonsense, which will take time, getting more inventory. There's a lot of lead time on custom producing more and more plushies, so maybe figuring out like what plushies we want to produce, because some things on the store right now are just getting concept, some of the product images on the bottom are just AI, and like nobody's buying it, so it's good because nobody's buying it. They don't want it. Okay, if they do buy it, they get a refund, and yeah, finding out what plushies they like and don't like. Other thing is Australia CPA is super cheap, and our CBO, which is multiple countries, isn't spending on it, which is really weird. And basically, in my call yesterday, that was like 2 hours ish long with the guy who owns one of these huge plushie brands. Very great guy. If you're watching this, shout out you. I'm not gonna dox your name or anything, but awesome guy. He said he cost caps for like his plushies. He cost cap scales, and it was really interesting because we are in a seasonal business, whether we like to say so or not. We will do more money in Q4, during Christmas, during Mother's Day, during Valentine's Day, during back to school season than we would during just normal Q1, right? And or Q3, whatever. And so he cost cap scales, which is really interesting. So that's something we're going to do with Australia, because Australia has like a 2.4 ROAS, and it spent a lot of money. Not a lot. It spent 10% of the budget, and it's giving us 20 something percent of the results. So cost cap different CBO just to Australia, cost cap, and see what is going on there. And yeah, guys, that is the video. I hope you guys like this informational kind of stuff. If you aren't already, follow me on Twitter. I'm posting a lot on there. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe, and join my Discord if you need any of the resources here in this video. The emails, my email, guys, Zach and George, shout out them. I think they're killing it on this. And yeah, guys, I'm really excited to build this. There's so many things that had to be done, and a lot of it unfortunately takes time. Um, like, lead time on manufacturing new plushies, and then lead time on sending out the plushies to micro influencers and getting product images and then creating the ads. Like, that takes a lot of time. And so, understanding where this needs to go, but I know it's going to take a month to get there, to have the social proof on the website and to have all this, and it's going to take time. This isn't like Clash of Clans where I can just gem it. Unfortunately, maybe if I had more money, like, then maybe it could, in theory, ship next day. Tell China just like, yo, produce it now. Whatever. Yeah, guys. All right. Peace out.